your music live. Your music live. It's your music live. It's your music live.
Ding, 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 ding. Hello, welcome to Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. My name's Pete Johnson. For the next 2 hours or so, we're going to be playing the best independent music from all around the world. And we do it each and every week thanks to these fine folks at DistroKid. Yeah, if you're an independent artist, a creator, a musician, you want to get your music out there to the world, yeah? You want to be on Amazon and Tidal and Deezer and YouTube Music and Snapchat and Facebook and all the places. Guess what? DistroKid got you covered. 1 yearly subscription. In fact, $24.99 per year, and you're up and running. And guess what? Right now, you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Just use the link up there or in the description. We've got a veritable plethora of amazing music to play for you here on this week's show. We're going to kick off with my favorite collaboration of maybe all time, but definitely of recent time, and that is our friends Auntie G and Marcus Cannell. Yeah, they've released an album, and this is the second track from that album. It's called Run to You. It's an absolute banger, and it's going to get us started in style right here, right now on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
Miles on the treadmill bring me no
Auntie G and Marcus Cannell here on Your Music Live. How cool is that? An amazing video, an amazing song, an amazing collaboration between two amazing artists. They say Run to You, the second track from the recent album, The Road and the Raw. I have to say, Marcus is a true mastermind behind our music, and I don't think he gets nearly enough credit for that. As so often happens, the lead singer tends to get the spotlight, while the real heroes work quietly in the background. So if you enjoy this one, that's mostly thanks to him, just saying. Well, not only is that cool because I agree, Marcus Cannell is an amazing guitarist and a great collaborator, but how good is Arnie G? Our mate Gertrude is super humble and given the cred over to Marcus for the production on that one. What a great track. Just super amazing, and I dig it in a big bad way. Hey, welcome in to Your Music Live. I hope you're doing well. You've probably already realized, because I'm not putting all your comments up on the screen, that we are live to tape. I know it's this time of the year, isn't it, that we do these live to tape shows, but I promise you, give us another week and then we'll be back and at it again. We've had some things going on around Studio Live Today studios, but that doesn't mean we can't still rock out. In fact, we've got another amazing artist coming up for you here. In fact, this is Colourful Energy and another collaboration. This was created for the charity project Music for Life. Short story. Me and Kinger's Music decided to collaborate for this project, and I sent him a track I wrote. He added his rhythm guitar and lead guitar, then I added more orchestral instruments like timpani, trumpets, and gong. Yeah, that's how our trans-Canadian orchestra was born. So we've gone from the Europeans and their collaboration to Canadians and their collaboration. So this is Kinger's Music. This is Colourful Energy. This is Dawn of Thousand Stars here on Your Music Live. Cool is that? Kinger's Music, Colourful Energy, and an amazing track. And I mean, I got to tell you, I'm a big fan of Canadians, and I'm a big hockey fan, as you can probably tell by the hat and the jersey. And really, just great stuff there from Kinga's Music and Colourful Energy. And what a great cause, too. The Music for Life Canadian edition. And in fact, if you want to know what it's all about, well, you don't have to wonder. You can go over to Bandcamp. There's a link in the description, and you can get to that and check it out because there's an entire 3 album set. Look at this. We've got A, B, and C. And this is the great work of Russ and Jade here in the community. And they've put together 65 tracks. They haven't put the tracks together, but they've put together the album. And some amazing artists from right here in this community have put all this together. And it's amazing. I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. Yeah, look, I've nearly got rid of the cough, but not quite. I hope you are all doing well. Don't forget, hit the like button if you're liking what you're watching here today. And you should be, because Arnie G and Marcus Cannell, and then Colourful Energy and Kinga's Music, like, I mean, come on. Come on now. All right, next up, we got Alts Aboard, which is a great name for a band. John is the fourth single from the alternative alternative rock band Alt Aboard. And the song speaks to anyone who's ever felt out of place or found themselves reflecting on existential questions they couldn't easily share. Well, that's me, and that's probably you too. So why don't we jump on over and listen to this one? This is Alt Aboard and John here on Your Music Live.
Say hi to Johnny, thinks too much, maybe a bit too much. He wants to find a door, an exit from the hole. Questions he could not find, answers to leave behind. And he smokes to drift away from anything and everything. Will I get killed by cigarettes? Will I starve myself to death? Am I living inside my head? Should I ever get out of bed? Will I ever know what is right? Will I ever see past the lies? Am I living inside your head? Should I pick a gun instead? At night he drinks too much, out of fate and not of love. His mind wanders up the street, forgets what he ought to be. They call him a lunatic, life wasted on dopes ahead. But he ventures in the dark, 'cause he wants to leave a mark. Will I get killed by cigarettes?
Why do I get the feeling that even though I'm here and I'm past Pete and you're future you, that you dug that one in a big bad way, because that was rad. That was cool. And right up my alley, and probably at least, if not up your alley, in an alley adjacent. How good was that? Alt Aboard. Really cool tune. And you know what? Yeah, makes you think, doesn't it? And great video too. Just all round excellent stuff. I approve. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, here on the show today, we're not doing the spin that wheel, so I'm sorry you don't get to be interactive, but you can be interactive in other ways. You can be chatting right here on the premiere, so thank you for being here. If you're here live, you can hit the thumbs up button, you can share with your friends, and you can submit a song for a future show because we will be back and we will be live next week here on this show. So thank you so much, everybody, for being awesome, and thank you to our wonderful friends DistroKid. I'll tell you a little bit about them in a jiffy, but now we're going to jump in and check this one out from Letho or Lefo, one of the two. Experiment of what it would be like to take the lyrics to a poem and turn it into a song. Huh. Should this be in the under the covers section? I don't know. Let's jump on over and see what's going on here, shall we?
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could have bashed the little bird that kept so many warm. And I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, and yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.
Oh yeah, I dig that. I did that in a big bad way because I was so into that I kind of didn't realize it was about to finish, and I loved the ending there. I just wanted more. My only criticism of that track is that it ended, and I wanted to hear more. How cool was that? The only thing cooler than that track by Lefo or Lefo is our sponsors of this week's show. In fact, they've been the sponsors for more than 3 years here on Your Music Live, and that would be these fine folks here. DistroKid, yeah, if you're an independent artist or creator and you want to get all your music out there too, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Tidal, Deezer, you name it, you get out there. In fact, you upload it once and it goes everywhere. Do you know how this works? It's amazing. You can actually put your music out there and it goes to all of these different platforms. Look at all these little icons here. It goes to all these places and you just pay one yearly subscription fee. Yeah? So from as little as $24.99 per year, you can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums. And it's as simple as hitting the upload button here, putting in a little bit of information about your song. You upload your album, you upload your album art, you upload your song file, and then you're ready to rock and roll. Now, there's different plans. There's the Musician Plus, the Artist plan. Look, start at the Musician plan. You'll probably want to go up from there and go to the Musician Plus or the Artist option because there's so many additional cool features. But it's very, very easy to get your music out there. And I know we talk about the fact that it's useful for you as an artist to have your music out there. But you know what? The very first time I released a song, and I'll tell you what the first song I released was because I can go back in time and tell you. I can scroll right to the bottom here and say it was this. It was my album. In fact, it was an EP, a 4-track EP called Recoil. And I still remember the day. This is how old it was. This is how long ago. This is how long I've been using DistroKid. It was on iTunes. And I remember I was out walking and I was firing up iTunes because I couldn't wait for my songs to be out there. And I would open up iTunes and I was like, Foo Fighters, Muse, and then me. And I'm like, I am there with all of these great artists. There's Hyperfollow. There's so many reasons that you need to check out DistroKid. So go ahead and check them out. Save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Use the link up there or in the description. You'll be good to go. Should we play another song? I think we should. This comes to us from Countess Vetra. And they say, track 5 of 8, Velvet Guillotine. Or might I say, Guillotine. Because apparently I speak French. Le Guillotine. I'm going to have Mark Bro and people that actually speak French and Michael roasting me in the chat here. But it is called Velvet Guillotine from Countess Veltra here on Your Music Live. Now, I know I said last week that Countess Vetra reminded me of The Cure, and they said, no, not inspired by The Cure. But, oh man, I just love that kind of old school vibe of Countess Vethra. It just sounds awesome. So thank you for sharing. Regardless of who you're inspired by, thank you, because you're awesome and I appreciate you. Hey, do you appreciate me? Well, there's a bunch of ways that you can show your appreciation. Number one, have you hit the thumbs up button yet? I know. Are you as sick as I am of people on YouTube telling you to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell on YouTube? I know, it's just nauseating, isn't it? Do you know why we do it? Because everyone else does it. Do you think we could make an agreement where none of us do it anymore? And then you never have to hear it again? Wouldn't that be amazing? But until that time, I have to keep saying it. So thank you, because you know what that does? It tells all these little YouTube robots to go and tell all the other YouTube robots to run around and say, hi, Pete Johns on Studio Live today. You should go watch him. And then hopefully other people do exactly that. Hey, you know who else watches me sometimes when he's not traveling all over the world because he's such a globe setter? That is Michael, aka Zland Band. So we're going to play his tune. Can you put some Zs or some Zs or some Zs, anything related to that letter in the chat? He says, hey Pete, this one is called Are You? It's a song asking questions. Well, I like questions. In fact, my question is, would you like me to play this Michael, aka Zland Band song? Because I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it right now on Your Music Live. Let's go.
Your life is made of choices. Some you make, others are made for you. Your race to the finish line keeps on moving until it's lost to you. Are you on the wrong side of right, or on the right side of wrong? Are you standing your ground, or just moving along? It's never as bad as it seems, never as good as it looks. Can't jump to the ending like when you read those books. Are you on the wrong side of right, or on the right side of wrong? Are you
Not only does Michael have some great tunes, he's asking all the poignant questions, isn't he? How cool is that track? I love the combination there. I love his spoken word stuff. I love his singing. And when he does both at the same time, how cool is that? By the way, if you're wondering, if you're like, why is this guy playing only 1 or 2 minutes of all these songs? Well, guess what? That's how we roll around here. But you can go to the description and check out the full version of every song we play here. All of them are linked down in the description below of this very video. So go and check out full-blown Michael, aka Zland Band, and this next one. Now, this is Raul Neves and Zanga. They've renamed and rebranded themselves to Zuni. And I like that. That's cool. They say, hello, Pete. Zanga and Raul Neves have officially joined forces and started a new YouTube channel to present our collaboration. The music is a mixture of techno and pop. Hope you enjoy our first effort called Part-Time Love. Well, I'm going to enjoy it, and guess what? You are too. So let's take a listen.
Whispers in the night, secrets in the air. I'm dancing in the dark, a heart that's in despair. I'm searching for a flame, a fire that won't die, a love that lasts forever, something that feels right. Counting all the moments that slipped right through my hands, falling for the shadows I just don't understand. Craving for something, love that runs so deep. Not looking for a thrill, just a promise we can keep. So if you want my heart, better take it all away. Turn with empty smiles, I'm ready for the play.
Excellent guitar solo work there for Raul Neves. I think I said his name wrong before, but Zanga, Raul Neves, Zuni, and a very cool track there called Part-Time Love. Not to be confused with Part-Time Lover. Oh, here she goes. Watch out, grow up, boy, she'll chew you up. Is that right? I don't know. See, even when you're not here with me live, I'm still a bit of a weird guy. We got a heap more, in fact. We've got a great selection of wonderful female artists who can absolutely crush it to finish off this first half. I don't really spend a lot of time putting together the playlist, but I just look down and I'm like, oh wow, we got some absolute heavy hitters about to come up here that you're going to really enjoy, all in a row. So let's not beat around the bush. Let's start things with someone who has been a recent featured artist here on the channel. She has been a recent guest over on Frank Terzo's Community Pulse show. Make sure you go and check out Frank and his Community Pulse show. It is awesome. And she's just seems like a lovely person and a wonderful creator. She's not left-handed. We did learn that on Frank's show. So, yes, if you look at this and you're like, wow, a lefty. No, it's just the video being flipped around. This Catherine McChrystal was writing this poem about shame. Fun topic. That's what she said, not me. When a bird flew into my window. Luckily, bird was unharmed, but it gave inspiration for some of the poem, which a day later became a song. How cool is that? Like, you turn your life's events into art. Nothing cooler than that, right? So we're going to listen to this, you and I. This is Crying Shame, Catherine McChrystal.
So this is a new
Hello,
song.
Catherine.
It's called Crying Shame.
I can't wait to hear it. Let's do this.
Ooh, it's a crying shame. Ooh, it's a crying shame. Shame has a way of making things stick. You try to trick your mind to flick a switch which doesn't exist, knowing it's in vain. So you pile on the grief, another thief of joy and wonder. Now you ponder how to fill the never-ending pit of pain. Half-truths you appear aloof, you cling to the invisible string connecting you to the soul outside your door. Rejection stings, so you try to sing a song you felt was long ago forgotten, buried deep inside your core. Your melody reflected back by birds who heard your lilting plea for freedom and flew to your guilt-pained window. Their trills affecting chills that had nothing to do with cold. You feel emboldened by the chorus singing words you used to know.
I said it on one of Catherine's recent songs, but sometimes you don't need all the words, right? You need the melody, you need the notes, and that's definitely what you get from that song, Crying Shame. There's a song by an Australian artist, I think it's by Diesel. It's like, don't you know it's a crying shame. You only got yourself to blame. I think I like Catherine's more. That was rad. Thank you, Catherine, for sharing that one, and appreciate you big time. And again, if you didn't catch Catherine, if you want to learn more about Catherine and her music and her creativity, go check out the replay of Frank Terzo's Community Pulse, because it was cool. Harriet B is up next. I told you we'd have some powerhouse ladies and some amazing music. This is Harriet B. Hi, Pete. The older we get, the faster time seems to go. This is just about wanting time to slow down. Are you with me? Oh, yeah. See? It takes me a month to get over a cold. I'm still coughing. So I definitely want time to slow down. And so does Harriet B. This is called Slow It Down on Your Music Live.
If we had forever, I wouldn't measure time. I wouldn't count the heartbeats between your heart and mine. You're the reason time is precious, and I wanted to slow down. You're the reason that I stay here, that I want to be around. But time moves fast, it doesn't last. Let's slow it down, let's slow it down.
Harriet. I mean, it's true, but you didn't have to say it. No, very cool stuff there. Very poignant and very relevant and very appropriate for many of us who you're like, can time slow down, please? I know when you're younger, you want, I want things to be faster. I want to be grown up. I want to be an adult. I want to be able to do all the things. And then you're like, can we hit the brakes at any time soon? That would just be awesome. Speaking of awesome, we don't have a spin that wheel, but you know what we're replacing it with this week? I've got some Pete's Picks for you. Yes, we're bringing back the Pete's Picks segment because you're not here live, but I am, and I happen to know. In fact, the little birdie told me, or at least the YouTube told me, that Brad Example is coming up on the Community Pulse very soon. It might even be tomorrow. I can't recall. But if you don't know Brad, he is a wonderful artist, a wonderful songwriter, a singer out of Canada. And you know what I say about Canadians? They're about 10% cooler than the rest of us. They just are. I think it's something to do with the weather or maybe the maple syrup or that they are around so many hockey players. I don't know. You can tell I love my hockey. But Canadians are cool, and Brad Example is cool. And I'm going to play a Brad Example tune for you from 3 years ago. This is him and Dave Bahun and Little Bird. This is an absolute corker of a tune, and we're going to play it for you right here, right now.
Same old story. He's getting old and lives alone in a brick house. Down the road from me and never goes out. Waiting by a phone that never rings. He had a bird once, and every day his bird would sing a sweet song. Never flew away until one day it sang one final love song. And he loves until his heart broke. And he cried sometimes when the little birds sang their lonely love songs. Stares out the window down the road from me and watches the kids play. There's an old oak tree that stands between their homes with roots tangled in the clay. And the tears roll down a face that only tears have ever known. And all this time reflecting back a past could have fallen from no man's nameless eyes. And he loves until his heart broke. And he cried sometimes when the little birds sang their lonely love songs.
Oh man, Brad Example, my pick. And I know I said we had some amazing ladies, and I wanted to slot the Pete's pick there in the middle there. And yeah, what a great tune and amazing voice. And I can't help it, but it sounds like Mr. E from the Eels. Every time I hear Brad's voice, I'm like, oh, goddamn right, it's a beautiful day. Yeah, sorry, Brad, but that is a great song. I listen to that one more often than I care to admit, because every time it pops up, I see that graphic and I just play it. Like this graphic here, so the one of the guy crying, and I know, look, it's probably one of those Pexels default man crying images, but whenever I see it there and it's a great example, I'm like, I'm gonna listen to Little Bird. It just hits me in all the feels. All right, let's continue on though. That was my pick, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's in the description if you want to check it out. Let's play some adorable Anaki. Hi, Pete. Here's my song Scream, done with acoustic guitar and vocal. Thanks for all you do. So just starting at the beginning. Well, that's where we're going to start.
Baby, can you help a good girl? I'm feeling sad and lonely and I just have to get out. Help me out of my head. Can you take me home with you instead? Tonight I'll be your only dream. Just take me to a place no one can hear me scream. Scream. When nobody can hear me scream. Gonna be your precious little meme. Can you picture it? Can you see the scene? Gonna be your little side. Baby, can you help?
Very cool stuff there, despite my weird coughing fit at the start. That was Adorable Anaki, and if you don't know about Adorable Anaki, you should. You should go and check her out. And the, what is it called? The Smarmy Cast? You'll tell me, won't you? The Smug Cast. There you go. It took me a while because there's a few different Smug Casts, but you can find the Smug Cast with Adorable Anaki and friends. Her husband? I called him your friend. Well, you'd hope so. If your husband's not your friend, you're doing something wrong, right? All right, the time has come to melt your faces. Hey, it's Ashley HM, aka Alicia Poor. She's never here for a long time, but she's always here for a good time. Hi there, Pete. Here's my new Doom, The Dark Ages track that I made for the game. This is likely my last track for the year. I had so much fun making it. Love your show. All the best, Tar, from Alicia. Well, Alicia, I hope you're back for Songtember. That's all I'm saying. I know it's a busy time of the year for many, many folks, but yeah, Songtember is coming up soon. And I'll tell you more about Songtember right after this one from Alicia Poor, Ashley HM. Let's go.
The Slayer has been activated.
Taking damage. Die now, demon. I'm back, baby. Throwing ammo. Come get some. Die now, demon. Taking damage. Die in hell. I'm back, baby. Die now, demon. Die in hell. Low in ammo. Come get some. Die now, demon. Hell yeah. Die in hell. Come get some.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting for, like, everything to start moving, but that's okay too. Yeah, because it didn't. But, oh, man. I played Doom. In fact, my dad played Doom, which is weird. I played Wolfenstein 3D on my PC, and then Doom came out on the PC, and then my brother bought a PlayStation, And you know how I've told you this story before about how I would go and play my brother's guitar when my brother went out? Well, my dad would go and play my brother's PlayStation because dad wasn't big into video games until he was. And he would go and, like, when my brother was out, he would go and play Doom on my brother's PlayStation. And it was pretty funny because my brother was a big movie guy, so he had the big setup. And look, the big setup in those days was a 68 centimeter CRT TV with maybe like, did he even have, it was probably just stereo in those days. He definitely had the big Sony component system. I remember that. So he had like a decent AV receiver and a CD player and tape decks. Like these things would be worth a fortune. I don't know if he still has them. These things would be worth a fortune. Like the dual soft open, soft close cassette decks. I mean, come on. Cassettes are all the rage now, aren't they? Yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Music. Yes. So Doom and Ashley. And thank you, Ashley. And thank you for the kind donation. Ashley's a wonderful supporter of me and of this channel. So thank you, Ashley. You rule. Speaking of folks who rule, and from right here in Australia, we're going to finish off the first half with this one. This is our mate Clint, Phantom Agents. He says, "Hi, Pete. How's Radelaide?" Radelaide is rad. See, that's why I use the word rad so much. Radelaide, man. Thought I was going to get through that without a cough. This is a pop dance thingy. Got new ones coming shortly. It's a sickness. You know what? We all share the same sickness of wanting to produce music and put it out there to the world. So I get it. This is called Like It Loud. This is Phantom Agents, and this is Your Music Live. Let's us take a listen.
I like the music soothing, but I like it loud. I like the music cruising, but I like it loud. I like the music soothing, but I like it loud. I like the music cruising, but I like it loud. I like it loud. I like it loud. I like it loud.
Wait, I'm confused. Does he like it loud or quiet? I'm unsure. Oh, loud. Okay. Well, hopefully you have that one turned up to 11. Thank you to Phantom Agents, our old mate Clint from right here in Australia, for sharing that one with us. Yeah, that was rad. And I like the old school video editing there with the what do they call that? What's that effect where it's like the redness? Oh man, use your words, Pete. This one here, I like it. I like that. Someone said to me once, I had that in one of my videos, and they're like, "Oh, iMovie 2008 much?" And I'm like, "Yeah, brah. It's gonna be vintage one day." And guess what? It is. So yeah, take that. Hey, we're at the halfway mark. Can you believe it? Yeah, we've had some amazing tunes in the first half, but we've got an amazing second half. We're going to dive under the covers and we're going to play a bunch more of your independent tunes. Got another Pete's Pick for you too. Something pretty random that maybe it's an artist you've never heard before. If you've been around this channel a while, you have. If you've only been hanging out for a year or two, maybe not. There you go. Now, we're going to do something unprecedented right now. We have never had a featured artist featured twice in 1 year. Yeah, we've had people that have been the featured artist on this show twice before, but it spanned over a couple of years. Like, never before have I said, you know what, they were a featured artist in February, and they were, and I'm going to feature them again right here in July, because I am. 6 months later. Who could it be? Well, it's our wonderful moderator extraordinaire. I'm not going to bury the lead. It's Thomas Christ. Of course it is, because Thomas has a brand new song. It's part of the Music for Life charity album for Canada. And we're going to play that one to close us out because it's an absolute banger. But we are going to play this one. This is my pick. This is one of my I say this all the time. This is one of my favorite Thomas tracks. I have so many favorite Thomas tracks, but this one has a soft spot in my heart because it's a Song Timber song. And I did tell you we'd talk about Song Timber. So Song Timber is something we do every year where everyone in this community gets together and you all create a song. I create, record, and release a song in the month of September, and I invite you to do it as well. DistroKid are awesome because once you finish your song, you release it and you put it out there everywhere with DistroKid. But Songtemper is just an absolute blast, and you get to watch me struggle through it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we have false starts. Sometimes it works better than other years. But you know what? Every year we end up with a song, and I'm pretty proud of the 5 songs that I've put out over the last 5 years of Songtemper. And Songtemper number 6 is coming up in, what, a month and a half? That's crazy talk, isn't it? Well, it's true. And back in 2023, our mate Thomas Christ put together this track. It's called Death Toll. Look, it's one of the best songs that he's ever put out. I'm just going to say it outright. It's an absolute banger. I'm going to play it for you right here, right now. Our featured artist, Mr. Thomas Christ. Death Toll, baby. Oh, yeah.
Rock bottoms up the subliminal highway. Buckle in if you think you're heading my way. Existential crisis is a natural cannibal. Paradise lost, this this was never understandable. You'll be the banged if you bring a killer instinct. Just keep on pushing when we've got you up to the brink. There is a price to be paid, you better pay up. If you're still sleeping, consider this a wake up. You just don't care when it takes over your soul. Disaster squared, just a number in the death toll. Just a number in the death toll. Rolling snake eyes and there's nothing to believe in. Mind open wide, but it's just letting the disease in. Picked up a stone in the self-selecting symbol draw. How do you plea on violating scientific law? Your bond matured, it's worth its full value of nothing. The ink is hatch reveals the plea that you're becoming. I'll be the dagger in the rock decomposition. The time is now to terminate the last transmission. You just don't care when it takes over your soul. Disaster squared, just a number in the death toll. Just a number in the death toll. There's no time like the future. You live your life in a stupor, starting to crack up automatic. Can you see death inside the static? This is realistic, nihilistic. It's kneeling ground to go ballistic. I chose to play among the blessed. Became the sin when you get messed in.
Oh, wow. Right? Like, you can see why he's not only one of the greatest moderators in YouTube history, but also a fantastic artist that is. Death Toll from 2023. And who knows what Thomas Christ will deliver in 2025 in Songtember, because it's just around the corner. Are you ready to dive under some covers? Let's do this thing. We've got a bunch of cover songs for you this week, and we're going to start with old mate Doug Kidder, who says, "Under the covers, question mark, question mark, question mark." Doing Frank Terzo's wonderful masterpiece, Avalay. Perhaps starting at the 30-second mark. Thanks, Pete. As TC would say, you rock. Well, how relevant is that? Because we just played a Thomas Christ song. And now we're going to play this from Doug Kidder.
When the boat set sail, hope was all she
fucking cool is that? Oh man, the only thing better that when someone covers a cool cover song is when someone from the community covers someone else from the community's cool song and under the covers. And that's what's happened right there with Doug Kidder. You need to go and check that full version out. Please do, because that was only half of it. Go and check it out in the comments section. No, the what's the place called? The description. I got there. Go check it out in the description. I promise you, it's worth the wait. And in a theme that will become all too familiar, Doug Kidder was on Frank Turzo's Community Pulse show. I know, I keep saying that, but that's because Frank has the best artists and creators from this community on his show every week. Has he ever had the wonderful Ron Ward? Probably not, because Ron Ward, been over there in Vietnam, when Frank goes live, must be, 5:30, 6:30 a.m.? And Ron needs his coffee. He needs to wake up. He needs to have a good Vietnamese coffee in the morning before he starts talking. But that doesn't mean he can't share this tune with us. It's Ron Ward's Strange Machine Studio. Strange Machine Studio presents a rocking cover of Steely Dan's classic My Old School, featuring, get this, Clayton Von Kluge, Dr. Doom on piano and keys, Brian Bigler, the Boston Bard on electric guitar, and Ron Ward on vocals, bass, and production. This nostalgic rendition brings fresh energy to a timeless hit. Well, I, for one, am intrigued, and I would like to subscribe. No, I just want to hear it. Let's just take a listen. It's Rock and Ronnie Ward, baby. Woo! How cool is that? Is anyone else trying to read the books behind Ron Ward there? I want to see what's on his bookshelf. Am I the only one that wants to know what's on people's bookshelf? Can't be the only one, right? How cool is that? A little Steely Dan. I know many of you are dig on the Steely Dan, and that is super cool. Rock and Ron and the Steely Dan. Something very different. Let's change things up. Let's go a different level. This is Cannibal Wren, and they say Buddy Holly real. But it's a chiptune edition, and we're going to hear a little bit of it here. This is one of my favourite Weezer tunes, Buddy Holly. But what if chiptune? You look just like Buddy Holly. Yeah, baby. Look, I love a bit of chip tunage. Absolutely. Hey, I remember it takes me back to the days, the before time, the long, long ago, where all we had was MIDI versions. In fact, I think Buddy Holly was old enough to be a song. Definitely a lot of the Blue Album stuff was, because that was like early 90s. Once we hit late 90s and early 2000s, we could just download the MP3s. But back in my day, you could only download the MIDI files. And the amount of crap MIDI file versions of Come As You Are by Nirvana and Better Man by Pearl Jam that I listened to would astound you. Green Day. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Anyone else there with me? Yeah. So I kind of dig it. It's retro. It takes me back to a simpler time, pre 9/11, pre all this business. But you know what? There was other stuff, wasn't there? There was bad things back in the day. But yeah. I say all that to say Tracy's, a song I made on a Sonic sample Green Hill Zone. I kind of love this because this artist took a sample from Sonic, the game, the Hedgehog, and made a song. And I played it the first time and I'm like, and then I'm like, ooh, and then I'm like, So now you're going to be like, huh? Yeah.
Didn't want smoke, he gon' see. I got the armor of God on me. We worship God, the capital G. Woman of God, she get in the rings. Catch Eggman, he catching the beast. We see the devil, we taking a seat. Thinking I'm liking, I'm clutching my heat. We finna roll him and pack on me tree. I get it fast, I'm not Sonic. I'm finna fast for food, no Sonic. We going up, no hydraulic. We put in pain, it's that chronic. Give it a guy, he first ballot. Dim run up, get hit with a mallet. Dim act tough on his head like bonnet. Turn out the cheek, we don't got malice. Stepping on the demon, on my foot got callous. Saw Eggman, told him go eat a salad. I read the word to keep my balance. Look like a nerd, but I don't rock glasses. I'm in a G, she so sweet, just like molasses. The devil snake, I'm cutting them more, and I'm right out the grass. Some demons don't go out only by prayer and fasting. I really don't go out unless I'm headed to the chapel. We catch a demon, walk him down, give him a napkin. We outside popping out, holy blickies blasting. Mirror to at least the poverty, stop all that, yeah. Get it fast, I'm not Sonic. I'm finna fast for food, no Sonic. We going up, no hydraulic. We put in pain, it's that chronic. Give it a guy, he first ballot. Dim run up, get hit with a mallet. Dim act tough on his head like bonnet. Turn out the cheek, we don't got malice. Stepping on the demon, on my foot got callous. Saw Eggman, told him go eat a salad. I read the word to keep my balance. Look like a nerd, but I don't rock glasses. I'm in a G, she so sweet, just like molasses. The devil snake, I'm cutting them more, and I'm right on the grass. I get it fast, I'm not Sonic. I get it fast, I'm not Sonic. She like my swag, and ebonics. Giving them pain, it's that chronic. I get it fast, I'm not Sonic. I get it fast, I'm not Sonic. I'm making it fast, I'm making it quick.
There's something about that just makes me happy, and I don't know what it is. It's kind of cool. I don't know that Green Hill. You've played it, right? Where are my Sonic fans at? Look, I had the Sega Master System, and I played Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 a lot. I still have them. They're upstairs somewhere. My Master System and my Sonic 1 and my Sonic 2, they're all up there. And one day I'll crack them out again and play them again. If I can. I don't think any of my TVs actually support composite videos anymore. So that may be the struggle. But that was cool. Don't you reckon? Yeah. If you've played Sonic, you're just like, yeah, I'm right there with you. I love it. All right. Let's finish up our cover section with a sort of cover. This is my addition to Frank Terzo and Folk Punk Change the World Challenge. It's a song made by Frank Terzo and Folk Punk, bass and added guitars by whom? Paws and Guitars. Let's give this a spin here on Your Music Live. yeah, folk punk and Frank Turso and pausing guitars all together doing their thing there. Look, is it is it really an under the covers section song? I don't know, but yeah, we'll go with it because why the heck not? Yeah. All right, should we jive? And by jive, I mean dive into our final section here. Absolutely, we should. And we're going to do it by starting here with Tobber / Undefined Animations. It was just an old thing I made for a game, OST, but that game never came out. And yeah, you know what? We've all been there. Sometimes you do a thing and it just never quite comes together, and that's okay. So we're going to play this one for you right here, right now. This is Undefined Animations. Video game kind of feel going on with that one, and in general here on the show. And I apologize for the not getting to the end and then having to cough and you having to watch that. I hope I hit the pause, the mute button in time. Very cool stuff there. Next up, we have Bags, and they say, I have a new lyric video for Cloudy. I recommend playing it from 2:25 onwards. Can we do that? Do we have the technology to play this from? Oh, we haven't put the right link in. But now, do we have the ability 2:25 onwards? That's only going to give us a minute and a half. All right, we'll do what you say. We'll put it around about that time, and we'll bring it up. This looks cool. That was very cool. We could have done with more of it. I know I play 1 to 2 minutes, but you only gave me like a minute and a half. And I would have played more if you gave me like an earlier time. But thank you, because it is very helpful when folks tell me when they would like the song to be played from, including this next artist. No, they didn't tell me, but that's okay, because we're going to play this one from the start. This is so adorable. This is now Swanika Gayatri, and they are, hang on, Swanika Gayatri Amol Gulani. I'm going to say the full name. 4-year-old musical child prodigy Swanika Gayatri's voice carries pure innocence and deep devotion, truly heart-touching. Aik na re vutaria. It conveys a tender, heartfelt plea to Lord Vithal. Love and longing feels like a soulful conversation between a child and Lord Vithal. The bhajan is beautifully composed, and every note is filled with divine emotion. A perfect blend of innocence, melody, and bhakti. Jai Hari Vital. This is super cool. I think you're going to enjoy this one. And I love seeing the behind the scenes production stuff too. So let's take a look and a listen. Well worth a watch and a listen if you want to hear the rest of it, because super cool. Oh, like if you didn't think that you go all around the world here on Your Music Live, you do, and that's proof. How cool is that? I'm going to try it again. Swarmika Gayatri Amol Gulani. That's the best I can do. I hope that's close. I'm sorry, Gayatri, if that's not good pronunciation, but I'll always try. I will always try. Thank you for sharing that one. Next up, this next artist says, "Hi, Pete. Thanks for featuring my song last week. I really appreciate what you're doing for our great community. This is my latest song called Faces in the Dark. It's written more in a stream of consciousness kind of way than anything else, although I don't usually write like that. Production was done by me in my humble home studio. Thanks for sharing. It is Sisyphus Must Die and Faces in the Dark."
I like to think there's a door down the street and it opens and closes at everyone's will. And the passers-by, with empty eyes, they stare up ahead as they walk on by. We carry our wounds with something like hate, and sometimes they bleed into what we create, covering up our utter disgust with gestures polite and sometimes lust. I stare at the wall and it stares back at me, sitting still as a stone till it's love I see. I cover the dust with even more, till it's dust that comes weeping from my every pore. The silence is moving around me in waves, and sometimes it sings to me sweet serenades. And then comes the morning like a promise long due, showing its face as if it's something new. I look for the truth in the back of the shelf. I uncover some specks, but I lose myself. The light from the window grows pale in my eyes. I'll just cover the glass with the same old lies. The air is moving, the music is playing.
I love the knock knock there. I mean, it is this. This is the panacea. This is the alternate version of all the AI music BS that we're getting now. All the prompt engineering in the world can't be Sisyphus Must Die, standing there, faces in the dark, pouring out his soul into a microphone. Like, where do you get that? You don't. Love it. Thank you for sharing that one. Appreciate you big time. And we are racing towards the end of this here show. Don't worry, we're not all done. We got a few songs to go here, so it's all going to be good. Hey, did you remember? Did you remember to hit the thumbs up button? Did you remember to share with all your friends? Did you remember to leave a comment? Well, please do. Especially if you're on the replay, leave a comment. If you're here live, hey, you know what? If you want to be working and lurking and just hanging out and chilling, that's cool too. But you know what? You can jump in there and tell everyone who you are, where you're from, all that cool stuff. The Cupids are next. Tommy Donovan from Bad Rabbit, UK here. You're probably asleep right now, mate. I'm sorry. Should have played your song in the first half. But hopefully you're catching up on the replay. Here's a song from a few years ago that I recorded with my friend Gary Wilshaw. As a keen gamer, I'm sure you've seen the promos for the superb Death Standing 2, which was released last week. This track is called Two Wheels Up and was inspired by the Death Stranding. Yeah, I'm clearly a great gamer. I can't even pronounce it. Death Stranding game. We called our band the Cupids. Death Standing fans will get the reference. Stranding. Oh my goodness. Yes, you've said that I'm a gaming fan, and now I don't even know the name of this game. So no, I haven't played Death Stranding. They say, I play guitars and keyboards and produce the video and audio recording. Gary sang and played bass and harmonica. Thanks for all you do, from Tommy. P.S. Death Stranding 2 is set in Australia. You should check it out. What, do they come to Adelaide? I want to go and, like, I don't know what Death Stranding's about, but I want to go and seek shelter in the central markets in Adelaide in Death Stranding 2 and shoot zombies. I don't know. I don't think that's what it's about. Maybe we'll find out from this video. Tommy's like, I will never submit to your show again. Let's us jump in and take a look and a listen at this one. This is called Two Wheels Up, The Cupids, Your Music Live.
Two wheels up to my backpack from the rack. I don't know where I'm going or if I'm coming back. tripping over boulders, hiding from the rain. Gotta keep my focus on this godforsaken plain. From the edge of Lake Knot City to the frozen mountain near. When I hear that thunder rolling, time to move on out of here. I met a nice musician, he said music is the best. He lives beside a waterfall, he let me stop and rest. There's a prepper on the hillside, he wants his figurines, and a film director asking for some movie magazines. And an old man on the mountain needs his medicines and pills. So wish me luck, I'm in my truck, I'm heading for the hills. Wading across this riverbed, I'm tired and scared and beat. Stumbling around for miles and miles with only bugs to eat. I started on my journey back in Capital Knot. Now I'm roaming around the landscape like the land that time forgot. From the lake at Edge Knot City to the novelist's son, I stack my pack and put on my hat. Keep on leaving on.
I have two things to say. I'm a guy who wears a large backpack, but that's intense. And two, I spent some time looking up. What is with this creepy baby? Just quietly. Okay. The last bit was like of the weird creepy baby in a weird gelatinous mold. Sorry, I'm very distracted. Bad Rabbit. You've intrigued me. I've gone and I've checked it all out, and I'm like, oh, what's with this game? And it's in Australia and Mexico, and it seems very cool. So if you don't hear from me, if Your Music Live is not happening next week, it's because I've discovered this game and I haven't been able to stop playing it. So thank you, the Cupids. Awesome. All right, I've got a few more songs to go for you. This is from now NVM, ILY. Now, never mind, I lie. No, I don't know. But see, my children text me, and they always use like no vowels, and NVM definitely means never mind. I don't know what ILY means though. Everyone's laughing at me. All the people under the age of 40 are just like, as if you don't know that means I love you. Never mind, I love you. Oh, it could be that. Anyway, this song was inspired by an old book I grabbed. When the seams fell apart, it inspired the first line. When I turned these old pages, the seam was worn off. Then the song sort of trickled out from there. I love that. That's awesome. So this is called Before You Leave, featuring Daddy Goo. This is Never Mind, I Love You. That's what I'm calling them now. NVM, ILY, YML. Yeah, baby.
Tried to please
I don't know if you know this about me, but that is so up my alley. That is super cool. Where did these folks come from? That is awesome. Before you leave, 7 subscribers. Oh, that's criminal, as my mate Thomas Christ would say, criminally undersubscribed. That's getting a tick of approval from me. NVM, ILY. Shall I try a different one? Nevada Manscaping. I lick yellow. No, it's not going to work. Let's move on before it gets weirder and creepier. This is That's Raw. They said, I found this vocal in Fruity Loops Studio Cloud and needed to make a track out of it. This is what came out. It's called Lonely. And we're going to play it for you. Right here, right now. Yeah.
Looking in your eyes, loving all your signs, I'm only keeping. I just wanna love, that it feels like true. Tell me that you love, don't make me choose. Cause every day and every night I feel lonely by your side. Don't let me down, I used to know that you're just here to let me go.
Hey, if that's a vocal sample that's in the Fruity Loops, maybe I need to go and check out the Fruity Loops again at some stage soon, because that's kind of cool, yeah? Very cool stuff. That's raw. I like it. I dig it. It's cool. Thank you for sharing that one. We're on the homeward stretch, folks. We're nearly at the end. But before we dive into our anti-penultimate and penultimate and our ultimate songs here on the show, I'm going to play another Pete's Pick. This is a friend of mine. And I like saying that because she's awesome. Fellow Adelaide creator and artist and YouTuber and live streamer and busker and all-round wonderful person. It's Samantha Edge, and I wanted to play a classic from 8 years ago. Can you believe this is 8 years old? I remember when I first met Samantha and I was checking out her back catalogue, and I checked out this track and this video. It's called My Moment, and it's my pick, and it's really cool. You're gonna want to check this one out, and go subscribe to Sam. She does amazing stuff over there on her channel. This is My Moment, my pick, and some beautiful beach scenery and even better music for you.
It feels solid underneath my feet. It feels like everything is drifted away, and I'm left with pureness. Just me and the wide open sea. The sun is shining down on everything, and I feel at peace. It's all the way that it's meant to be, and I know it will turn out perfectly, as confusing as it all can be. In this moment, I'm completely free. Wait a while, stay here in this moment. No, it won't last forever, and I just wanna keep my heart beating like there's nothing in
telling you, go check out Samantha. She's still absolutely crushing it 8 years after this video was released and busking live, putting herself out there, making new music, singing cover songs, singing her original songs. It is awesome. And yeah, I just wanted to acknowledge that folks like Sam need more people to be there supporting them. And please do. I know many of you know Sam from years gone by, but I know we've got a lot of new viewers and a lot of new members of this community who may not know Samantha Edge. So go check her out. That's my pick, number 2 this week. Hey, I've got a question for you. I know that we're not here live, but if Tremor Bear were here, what would he say about this next song? What's the name of it? Auntie Penny. Oh, it's Auntie Penny. It's our anti-penultimate song, and it comes to us from someone who we played a couple of weeks back, and we played a great tune of theirs, and they're back. And I couldn't think of a better artist to make our anti-penultimate song. It's Jeffrey Rains, and they say this tune is about love and that mysterious moment when it all begins. It's called Where Does the Sky Start? It's a great question. Is it just above the land, or is it much higher than that? I don't know. Neither do you. But let's all speculate together.
We got to put it together to take it apart. Not knowing is half the pleasure. Where does the sky start? Bang and the world began. You enter my heart. There's just before and then. Where does the sky start? You know when you're in it. You know when you're in it. You know when you're in it. When the world combines in that sweet night, yeah.
Bring on the George Martin, the Beatles, the ELO comparisons, because there's something about Jeffrey Rains that just hits different, doesn't it? It's just cool. It's just next level cool. And I highly recommend that you jump on over there. And again, you know what we say around here. You know how you know quality? Because he is releasing with DistroKid. Yes, I know it's a little bit late for a DistroKid promo here after the anti-penultimate song. But guess what? DistroKid are rad, and I can't stop telling you about them. In fact, if you've got a song here, you can do a bunch of different things. You can add lyrics, sync lyrics, credits. You can create videos. There's even the new audio swap service. I haven't even checked that out yet. I'm overdue for doing that. By the time you watch this, maybe I'll have checked it out. You can even add it to more stores if there's more stores available. But you know what? That's a pretty new release. They've got all the features that you need to release your music. And you can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums for just one yearly subscription. And look how far I have to scroll down to get all the way back here to 2017. That is nearly 9 years ago, people. I know. I don't want to think that either, but it is. And it's very cool that DistroKid are our wonderful sponsors of this very show. Hey, we got 2 more songs to go. This is our penultimate tune. It's from Tim Feeney, aka Minnesota Flats. I was about this song like a man possessed for the last several days. Another instrumental. The title reflects the vibe of the song as I feel it. There's kind of a tension and release thing happening between the verse and the chorus sections. Maybe call it a musical representation of when preparation meets opportunity. Anywho, I was wondering if you could start this at 1:45. Better energy and parts towards the end, as is so often the case. I salute you, sir. May you live long and prosper. Why, thank you, my friend. That is super duper kind of you. You're a gentleman and a scholar, and I appreciate you. This is Minnesota Flats. This is Don't Miss Your Moment. Tim Feeney, Minnesota Flats, doing their thing, and super duper cool there. I dig it. Thank you so much for sharing that one and being our penultimate song. Can you believe I've amused myself and hopefully you for the last 2 hours? Yeah, I know I'm not here live, but I kind of am. I'm here live to tape, and that's a good thing, right? Yeah. And if you're wondering why I'm here live to tape and what's going on here, join the Patreon or become a community member because I'm sharing what's going on there. But yes, I'm sorry, it's FOMO. I know. If you want to find out, you have to pay. I'm that much of an asshole. I mean, sorry, I'm that much of a... No, just an asshole. But yeah, I am sharing what's going on here. I will be offline for around about a week, and then we'll be back. Here's the good news. I'll be back next week. So start submitting your songs now. Go to studiolivetoday.com/YML and submit your songs for next week's show, because I will be getting back from wherever it is I'll be, and then I'm going to have to pull together a playlist pretty quickly, ready for next week's Your Music Live. So please get your songs in there and we'll certainly spin them. All right, thank you so much to all the wonderful artists, all the amazing creators who shared your love, your passion, your music this week. Quick cough. I'm nearly over it, I promise. Thank you to the wonderful folks who've been hanging out here, our wonderful moderators, and all of the awesome people who have been enjoying the music here on the show today. And a huge thank you. I'm not yawning, you're yawning. Okay. Behind the scenes, it's nearly 9 o'clock at night, and I'm a very old man. I normally do this show at 8:30 in the morning. It's 9 o'clock at night. What's going on? So I know DistroKid will forgive me because they're awesome, And they're the platform that you need to go and check out if you're an independent artist or creator. Here's how it works. You sign up, $24.99 per year, right? How many subscriptions do you have that are that cheap? Most of my subscriptions are that per month these days. I just got a new mobile broadband plan with $65 a month. Not a year. So $25 a month, you release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums. And in fact, you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Use that link there or the one down in the description. Our final song comes to us from Mr. Thomas Christ. Our wonderful moderator, he says, Invincibility from the Music for Life charity album 2025. Invincibility is my contribution to said album, which benefits Childhood Cancer Canada. Thanks to Russ8889 for putting this album together, as well as all the artists featured who all submitted fantastic tracks. It was great to be part of this important cause. Music produced in FL Studio 2024 and Logic Pro for the drums. Mastered by Jade Star and Ivan Idea. Video produced in Wondershare Filmora. Thanks, Pete, and hope you all dig the track from Thomas. Well, not only did we dig it, Tom, we're making you our featured artist for the second time this year, which is, as I said before, absolutely unprecedented. This is Invincibility. This is Thomas Christ. This has been Your Music Live. Be kind to yourself, folks. Be kind to others. Keep creating. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Oh yeah!
You had me looking deep in the eyes of fear. You had me thinking I'm trapped and can't escape. You had me feeling cold and powerless until I realized invincibility in me. I have invincibility. I am glad and indestructible. I have invincibility. Never let you take it away. But it was you who lit my fire.